If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. I am Bones. I'm eating a pathetic fucking ring game right now. Don't even get me started.
We are all mocking you.
Yeah. I'm ashamed. Cat and Rob, as always, with me. Guys, what's happening?
Hey there.
Going on? You believe this guy a fucking ring ding?
Yeah.
Like I'm an 11-year-old and just undid my little lunch bag and I got a fucking ring ding my mother put in there.
I ain't even got ring dings in my house.
I don't know why I have a ring ding. Don't even ask me.
That's the only thing I could find to eat. I'd just starve.
I feel like a homeless man broke into my house to steal my food and left the ring ding, and that's how I got it. Guys, we are back this week, and I just want to mention before we get going, I think it was last week or the week. It was the week before, where Kat gave us her coffee rundown, and Rob and I witnessed several photos of Kat and her sinister witchcraft coffee setup that she had going on. It was quite interesting.
Yeah, that was something else. I'd never seen that before. It looked like it was really good, but man, it was a weird, like, mad scientist laboratory.
Yeah, it's a siphon coffee maker. You light a fire, you set a little fire under it, and it suctions up as the water starts to boil. The condensation gets sucked up into the upper compartment where you leave all the grounds, and then it filters back down really quickly. It's very fancy.
Yeah, it seems illegal. And
it takes about an hour to make less than a French press worth of coffee, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know about all that. That seems like a lot of work for some coffee.
Is it worth it, Kat?
I'll say that it's worth it. It's fun. It's a process. And it is pretty good. It's better than just like a regular drip pot. I will say, for the Robert England blend specifically, which is what I had today, I liked it better on the French press.
Okay. I mean, I'm a little afraid of you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. Like when I was just scrolling through my phone quick, I was doing a million things, and I looked quick. I said, "What the fuck is that?" And you had one of them in like black and white, and I was like, "What is that?"
I tried to describe it last week, and I felt like I didn't do a good enough job, so I sent pictures this week.
It looked like something out of a Universal monster movie, like you had to wait for a bolt of lightning to hit its neck to wake it up.
Yeah. Kat, you making coffee would have been a much better remake than the Invisible Man, that fucking suit.
Hey.
Honestly.
Jesus.
That would have been much better. Maybe Kat's invisible right now. We don't even know.
Could be.
Can't prove otherwise.
Yeah, right. Guys, let's take a little break from that, and we got to tell you about your balls.
Say, everybody haven't seen my balls, they're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick-me-up, just stick my balls in your mouth.
We got to tell you guys about your nuts, because you can go to manscaped.com and save 20% off your entire order, not one thing. I was shopping for something, and it was like 25% off certain fucking things, and I put the code in my... It did one thing. No, Manscaped is hooking you up. We're hooking you up. 20% off everything. If you buy every single thing from manscaped.com, you're getting 20% off the whole shebang. So use the fan... and free shipping. So use the FanSided20 promo code. You get that 20% off. You get the free shipping. You're going to clean your junk up. You're going to look nicey nice, ready to go. And you can start the very, very beginning trimming the hedges. You can get the Lawnmower 3.0, skin-safe technology, ceramic blade, flashlight on the damn thing. You can blind yourself with it. I mean, it's just the perfect tool for your tool. You know, to put it quite simply.
Yeah, a great tool for that. And again, you can do it in the dark if you want. I don't know why you would, but you can. Well, there's like a 90-minute battery life on that thing too.
Yeah.
So you can take your time when you're in there. You know, like I said, light a few candles, get a bath bomb going, make yourself feel special.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the battery life is a very good point, because I mean, you could use it a couple times. I've even the razor I use for my face, like it's gotten to the point where it's like I use it once, maybe twice, and it's done. You know, and yeah, if you keep up with your stuff, which isn't all that bad of a deal with the Lawnmower 3.0, because it's one of those things that's quick and easy. You're not gonna have to worry about nicking yourself. So, you know, and don't go my route and go completely careless with the damn thing. I did that one time. But, you know, it's just it's ease. You know, it's comfort, it's convenient, it's beautiful. You can also get the Crop Preserver, which is a ball deodorant. You slap that on your nuts. Don't literally slap it on your nuts. That would hurt really bad. But you throw that on your balls and you are good for the day. Feeling fresh, clean, smelling fresh and clean, which is most important. And you can also wrap it all up with the Crop Reserver, which is a quick little spray. You spritz it on your junk, and you're ready to go. If you get get in those little situations, you know, we're coming towards the end of winter, thank God. And once the weather starts getting hot, you know, you get a little bit of chafe action going on down there, and you know, you just run in the bathroom, Rob.
Yeah, do in the bathroom, you animals.
Yeah, in the bathroom, and give your Jimmy a quick spray, and you're good as new. It's like, you know, you just got out of the shower, you're gonna smell great down there. And it's one of those things, guys, where I know a lot of men don't think too much about it, and, you know, they might give a quick little trim every now and then and just leave it as is. You don't want to do that. We really, for any of you guys out there who are having trouble in the, how do I put this in a professional term, in the hey nanny department, this is going to step your game up, fellas.
Look at you with the big medical term.
Right, I know. Yeah, so don't forget to go check that out. Like we've said before, if you're thinking about it or on the fence of it, just go and do it.
Yeah. One other thing I want to mention real quick: do not sleep on their boxer brief. I'm gonna get in trouble because of Manscaped. I'm gonna get a ticket for setting an illegal fire within city limits because I'm gonna go burn all my other underwear and replace them with these Manscaped boxer briefs. These things are amazing.
Yeah, it almost feels like you're not wearing underwear sometimes.
Yeah, they are so comfortable. So, yeah, get yourself a few pair of those, too, when you're ordering. And ladies, you know, again, order yourself a kit. It's already out there. They're saying that bus stations are the new singles club. So you can go pick yourself up some dirty, stinky old man. You can clean him up just the way you want.
Now he's old? Cat, he wasn't old last week, was he?
It's getting progressively worse.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you know, it's whatever walks off the bus. Just grab him. Doesn't matter. You can fix him up.
Slasher Radio and Manscaped do not support kidnapping people.
No, we do not.
Your PSA.
No. And Patrick, if you're listening, I once again apologize.
Patrick is not listening to this show.
Nor should he.
I feel like I'm getting an email sooner. We are definitely going to get an email sooner than later going, about these Manscaped ads. Actually, we did get an email from Fansided. We didn't get an email. It was in the middle of correspondence. And they said we did great. I mean, I think this
yay.
this was prior to Rob telling people to body snatch off buses, but you know, be that as it may.
It's hard dating in a pandemic era, guys.
You can't be suggesting that this is the safest way to date in a pandemic era.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying you got to do what you got to do, right? Everybody needs a little company every now and then.
You know, that is a pretty good point, too, with this pandemic. I would imagine there are a higher amount of people who just let it go. You know?
Oh, yeah. You know there's some nasty folks walking around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So
get your business in order.
Yeah, this is the perfect opportunity. If you've been stuck in the cave and haven't really gotten to go out and do much, and you know you're looking to get back in the game, no better way to do it and save some money in the long run.
Yeah, clean yourself up, head to the bus station.
and if Rob is right, if you do go to manscaped.com and check something out and pick something up, rather, throw in a pair of those boxer briefs, because I mean they really are nice.
Oh, they're amazing.
They are
They're
super comfortable. I was wearing them as a joke, but
it's like wrapping your nuts in a little slice of heaven, you know? It's nice.
Oh my god. Kat, wait a minute. So hold on, you were wearing them as a joke, like
yeah, I was wearing them around the house as a joke. Because I don't go anywhere. I haven't left the house for like a year. So I just wear and usually I wear just like men's boxers anyway, and sleepy pants. I wear like soft, fuzzy,
right?
Usually Harley Quinn or other DC franchise pants. So no, I was wearing the Manscaped boxer briefs because I thought I was being hilarious, but they're really soft.
I can imagine
they're
Kat
amazing.
sitting there going, you know, these are actually pretty nice.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. And Kat, now you've got your Manscaped. You could have gone to the bus station and got the guy to watch Saw with you on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, can you imagine how freaked out that guy would be? If you just grabbed some dude off a bus, took him home, cleaned him up, and then put on the Saw movies.
Listen, I've got a razor from Slasher Radio for free. Let's watch Saw.
Let me take you home and shave you. And he's gonna be like, oh, this is great. I'm getting taken home, showers, shaved down, all trimmed and primped up, probably dinner. And he sits down on the couch like, wait, we're watching Saw? Which one? All of them? All of them? He'll jump out your fucking window. But when he jumps out that window, Kat, the view you'll get of his ass will be sparkly clean.
Yep, he's gonna be aerodynamic.
Thanks, Manscaped.
He won't jump out the window. He'll glide out that bitch. Make a perfect landing on the sidewalk and haul ass down the street completely hairless. Good lord.
All right. Well, now that we've killed that sponsorship,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. All right, guys. So now that the ball's taken care of, guys, we have a voicemail this week. As always, everybody, you guys can call into the show. Actually, well, yeah, we'll get into that later. You can call into the show and leave a voicemail, send a text message if you're shy. We've had one of those before. And what the fuck? I'm not even going to describe the ad I just got on this app.
Uh-oh.
Good lord. Anyway, they really need to not do that. So you can call into the show and leave a voicemail.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
The number is 917-397-KILL. That's 917-397-5455. We will play your voicemail on the show like you're about to hear. We'll discuss it and give all of our wonderful thoughts on what you guys have to say. And wait. There it is. All right. Here is the voicemail for this week.
Hey, I was wondering, if you had to pick, what would be the top 3 horror topics you're looking forward to the most in the upcoming year or so, whether it be games, movies, or TV shows? I was just wondering.
Okay, Bush League move, didn't give you names. Shame on you.
yep. Come on, man, you're better than that.
Hey, come on.
I'm not even gonna
Don't-
acknowledge that question.
Don't harass him. He voicemail.
He deserves to be harassed. Don't get me wrong. We appreciate you guys calling in and all this, something to talk about. And, interaction, which we love so much. But yeah, leave your name, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on, get your head out of your ass.
Oh man, Kat, do you want to go first on that one?
Jokes aside, I'm looking forward to. There are a bunch of releases this year that are coming that we were supposed to get last year and didn't. I have complained about this on the show before, but I had tickets to the Quiet Place double feature. I'm looking forward to part 2 coming out. I'm looking forward to Spiral and the Candyman remake. I'm tentatively optimistic about. Scared, but
Yeah, with good reason. I'm worried about that Candyman movie too. Yeah, damn. There's so many things. Hey, you're right. There's so many things because all this shit's been pushed back. You know? Rob, are you going to answer him or you're staying firm on?
Oh yeah, fine. I think that one thing that I'm excited about is the possibility of a slasher revival. I think that we are on the verge of that. We got, of course, 2018 gave us Halloween, which was a huge success. 2019, we got Child's Play remake. We are on schedule to get Halloween Kills. There's a new Scream movie coming. And I think if those movies do well, we're going to start to see more slashers. And I'm looking forward to that, at least the initial run of them before they start to get really crappy, which always happens. And then one thing I'm not looking forward to is the rash of sort of pandemic horror movies that we are without a doubt going to get. Not interested, but I imagine they will be on the way anyway.
It's really weird because I used to really like the pandemic stuff as a genre, and now I'm dreading that wave of stuff coming in because it's going to be too much of it.
Yeah, unless like sci-fi makes like a Corona Sharks or something, then I'm in.
Oh dear God!
Sci-fi. Rob and I will work together to write Corona Sharks and Sci-Fi Network, please.
And I will actively sabotage that project. But you guys are right. I mean, it's probably going to be like the found footage wave all over again. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So those are the two that immediately jump out to me anyway. Video games, I don't really play that much. I do, but not really. No, not like Mikey.
You're an avid farming simulator guy.
I haven't played Farming Simulator in a while. I told you I'm playing Tropico 6 now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't keep up.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, obviously, I'm looking forward to getting a bunch of new releases this year. Hopefully those plans work out, It looks like we're going to at least get the Warner stuff through HBO Max, so that's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, as far as other topics, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but slasher movies, I can see the real potential for a slasher revival, which I'm always down for.
Yeah, you talked about that on This Horror Life last week, whenever the hell. I remember you guys talking about it, and I didn't even think of that. That is a very good point. Yeah, I mean, Scream, obviously, big fan of Scream. And looking forward to that. Nervous about that. Candyman, like Kat said. I mean, the obvious big ones, Halloween, all those go without saying. I'm really looking forward to the Child's Play television show.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with that.
I don't, but I'm sure they just have such a polished squad with Durif and like just the whole squad that they have working on that. Like they will get it done eventually. So really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to the Evil Dead video game coming out.
Oh yeah, that is one game that has come up here that we've talked about that I am looking forward to.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. I mean, I guess the three that I mentioned, Scream, Halloween, and whatever the fuck else, Candyman, those kind of are a package deal. The big ones that we've been waiting for, we should have had these already. Well, Scream, no, but there's a lot to look forward to, which is I think that's the best message through all this, is there's so much to look forward to in the horror genre. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a really good year for us.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to a cup of coffee from Kat. Like, I mean, you guys don't understand. I can't stress enough how perplexed I am by this whole coffee thing. Like, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you ready to go into the news?
Let's do it.
Ready.
It's time to hump the news with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius. I'm gonna piss Cat off. This
Your
is
turn, Cat.
Yeah, it's usually Rob, but Cat, this one was.
What did you do?
I didn't do it. There's just this article that's out, and you know, it kind of screamed to me to bring it up. Craig Zobel is a sci-fi thriller coming out for New Line Cinema, and he's the director of The Hunt.
Oh no!
Known on this show as The Fucking Hunt, deemed by Cat.
No.
What do you guys think? I mean, Kat, I don't know if do you hold Craig Zobel personally responsible for The Fucking Hunt?
I do hold him personally responsible.
Uh-oh.
I would be willing to give him a second chance. Not with The Fucking Hunt, but with another movie. Because the thing that frustrated me about The Hunt is that the premise on paper I liked so much, and it was so stupid. And then I read a couple of interviews with him while I was working on my review that never got posted, which I'm also still angry at my former website for, because I had to go see that movie for no reason. But while I was doing that, I read a bunch of interviews from him, and all the things that he said were so well thought out and intelligent and engaging. And it's like, why was your movie not like this, dude? Like, come on. Step it up.
I just want to read the beginning of this article to you real quick, because it's how it starts. When the pandemic fully hit North America, the first film I missed in theaters was an ultra fun The Hunt.
Oh boy.
A battle royale meets hostile bloodfest from Universal Pictures and Blumhouse. That's how they started this article.
Oh boy.
Yeah, our buddy Brad Mishka.
I'm excited about it. I hope we get a Hunt sequel. The Hunt 2, still hunting.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the boom. This cat's gonna explode shortly. I mean, you know, in all honesty, as much shit as we give The Fucking Hunt, you do see at times where directors, because like Kat said, if you lay it out on paper, you know, their ideas seem pretty, you know, it looks like it'll work out pretty well. Obviously, there was an issue with execution, but, you know, just like anything, you learn. You know, so maybe he's seen the errors that he made in certain areas on The Fucking Hunt, and he can improve on whatever the hell this is for I hate New Line Cinema, by the way, for whatever it is he's working for with New Line Cinema. And yeah, maybe he'll do a good job. Wait and see.
I have the utmost faith in him.
Well, fuck The Fucking Hunt, fuck him, and double fuck New Line Cinema.
I found The Hunt to be extremely entertaining.
Of course you did.
No!
Kat, you wanted to bring up, before I forget.
Oh yeah. Diablo. Diablo Resurrection. I'm really excited about this.
What is it?
It is a remastered version of Diablo 2. It's getting remastered for PC. It's coming to consoles for the first time. I'm really excited about this. I actually have a Nintendo Switch that so far only has Diablo 3 on it. Because I was like, I tried to justify it in my head. It's like, oh, well, PS4 is broken. I don't really have a console. The Switch will be fine. I like Nintendo. Why not? And seriously, it's only had Diablo 3 on it since I got it. But I'm really excited that they're coming out with Diablo 2 again. It's going to be like a nice nostalgic thing, and I'm looking forward to it. I just think it's going to be really good.
I don't know nothing about no Diablo, but how do you have a Switch and you don't own Animal Crossing?
Oh, God.
Why would I own Animal Crossing? Why would I want to socialize with people? That's why I play video games.
Dude, I played Animal Crossing obsessively.
Yeah, we lost Rob for
months.
a few months. Yeah.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I was just thinking about starting up again because they added a bunch of new stuff since I quit.
Well, wait a little while and then pick up Diablo 2.
I'm not picking up that.
Diablo Resurrection.
Sounds terrible.
It's a horror RPG.
Yeah, you might like it, Rob. I played a little bit of Diablo way back in the day, and it was a fun game. It wasn't really quite my taste because at the time I wasn't huge on PC, but it was a fun game. I could definitely see the nostalgia of it. The remaster should be really fucking interesting, because even for its time, I mean, the graphics, if you look at them now, obviously aren't the greatest, but I don't think they outdate themselves as much as some games do from that time.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, so what they could do with the remaster would be pretty damn interesting. And there's
The
not
trailer
even...
looks good.
Yeah, I'm in all honesty, I would, even though I didn't play it all too much, but you know, I'd pick Diablo over most new, like, current PC games right now, personally, even the older one. So yeah, good find on that, Cat. I did not know that they were. Oh wait, is this Blizzard? Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. Oh yeah, they're gonna knock that out of the park.
That's actually how I found out. I got an email from them today. They're like, hey, you play a frightening amount of Diablo 3. You might be interested in this.
Frightening. Doesn't Blizzard own World of Warcraft?
They do.
Oh, Lord.
Diablo's better than World of Warcraft.
Oh, agreed.
Let's all get that straight.
Agreed. See, but that's what turned me off on a little bit. Because I was like, the World of Warcraft thing. And it was almost like I didn't want to be seen playing it. Even though Diablo, like, I had friends who played Diablo, so I'm exaggerating slightly. But, it just had that World of Warcraft stank where it was sitting too close to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
That was my thing. But it's a very cool looking game. All right, so looking out for that for sure. That'll be fucking cool. Next up that I wanted to talk about is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Got a PG-13 rating for supernatural action.
Well, I'm not surprised by that.
No.
I mean, that's what I would expect for a new Ghostbusters movie.
What did the first one get? Probably PG, right?
Probably. I would have to look, honestly. I don't know.
I get Bing open. Hang on.
But I mean, that seems to be about right for a Ghostbusters movie, right? I mean, it's not like it's going to be ultra gory or super scary or anything.
PG, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that seems about right. That trailer looked really good. The teaser trailer they released, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah. I love Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is fun. I think it's been a little overexposed for its own good. Like, there's been way too many things Ghostbusters related, and a couple of the movies were bad in the middle, and it's like...
They've only had 3 movies in, 37 years or something?
The remakes, though, no?
No, they had Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, and then the Ghostbusters with the chicks.
Wasn't there another one?
No. They did a video game.
Yeah, that video game is frustrating. I don't like it. What the hell am I thinking of then? I
don't know.
I didn't like the one with the women. I just genuinely did. What's her name from Saturday Night Live, who I normally like? I don't know what it was with her. Like, she just annoyed the shit out of me throughout the movie. Like, I
really liked that one. I thought it was good. I thought I got some unfair criticisms.
And I mean, I get it, because, people get all pissed. Oh, females. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I just genuinely wasn't, like, Ghostbusters to me, that was my age range growing up. So it was a big movie to me. So it's up there, maybe a little more for me than some people.
No. So well, the originals, I mean,
right.
Amazing. But I liked the one with the women, but more than I liked Ghostbusters 2. Very good at all.
Yeah, I'd give it that. Kat, what did you think about the remake with the female?
I was not a huge fan. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure that I saw the end of it. I think I might have fallen asleep. I don't remember it very well. I'll say that. Which is usually because Kate McKinnon.
Right.
Did it, and I'm a huge Kate McKinnon fan, but it was boring to me. I found my mind wandering quite a bit during that one.
Yeah, I feel like it was casted wrong. And I say that because it's like each individual actor, like you said, Kate McKinnon's awesome. Like, they're all great actors, but I don't know, they just didn't seem to gel together. You know what I mean?
I think that's maybe what it was. It wasn't like they weren't a good ensemble cast.
Right. Yeah. That thing, I don't know. It's just something about it. They didn't seem like a squad,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was just thrown together for, the sake of a female cast, which is like bullshit, dude, because there's so many awesome actresses out there. It's like, you definitely could have got a better cast together than this. Like, There was no need to rush a cast like that. I don't know. It just felt rushed to me.
I really liked it, and you guys are boring to me.
Well, shit. You know what? You know what?
No, I actually kind of understand what you're saying. There was you're right. For some reason they didn't really gel together. But I mean, let's be honest, they weren't going to gel as well as the original cast did anyway, because those guys had been friends for decades at that point, with the exception of Ernie Hudson, who I don't know if he'd been friends with those guys before or not.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And don't think you change the subject and get away from it. Well, that's something to look forward to. Bill Murray is the shit, so. All right, next up is Buffalo Bill. The house from Silence of the Lamb, Buffalo Bill's house, is going to be open for overnight stays.
I saw this. They're turning it into a bed and breakfast or something.
Uh-oh. I think I heard Kat put her shoes on.
I found the thing I'm gonna buy.
Got her. I didn't even expect that one.
I was thinking Slasher Radio Retreat.
Oh, Kat can make coffee. That's it. There we go.
Robert England coffee in Buffalo Bill's house.
It's pretty, in a mad scientist setup. That's pretty badass, guys.
Living the life.
Yeah. Rob, you got to sleep in the basement.
In the well?
Yeah, in the well. Yeah, basket and all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right with that, actually.
I mean, that's kind of cool. There's been so many things that have opened up, like that one Blockbuster. Oh, I'd give a limb to stay there overnight. Like,
I know.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
Me and Bobby were talking about it when it happened on the news segment, and he said if he went there, he would sit on the, like, they give you like a little couch and a bed pulls out and everything. He said he would sit there butt ass naked. Could you imagine Bobby tarnishing? Like, we finally get to go to a Blockbuster and stay overnight, and he's got to tarnish it.
Yeah, I was really excited when they announced that, but then it turned out it was only for residents of whatever state they're in.
Yeah. Alaska, wherever the fuck.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Very disappointing. But yeah, they did it with the Fresh Prince house. It was kind of cool that they did that. And now Buffalo Bill.
No.
What other horror houses, like, if you guys could pick one to stay overnight at, which one would it be?
The Myers house. I think that would be the one.
It almost has to be the Elm Street house.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I don't know what. I guess the Elm Street house is still just a private residence. I don't know. The Myers house is a dentist office now.
Are you kidding me?
Can you imagine having to go to the dentist?
Yeah, no. It's apparently it's a dentist office in Pasadena now.
That's disappointing. Jesus Christ. You know, I would pick. Well, I don't know. I would say the Amityville Horror House would be kind of cool, but it seems so normal now. So it's like that, all the fun's out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the Texas Chainsaw House would be kind of cool. I don't know.
You can stay there at the gas station.
Well, I don't want to sleep at a gas station. I'm already eating a fucking ring ding, Rob. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as the actual filming locations go, I don't know how close that actual house is to the gas station.
Right.
But they do have, you can rent a cabin there at the gas station now.
No.
And stay there overnight. Where else was there? There was someplace else.
What if you could stay a night at the house on Haunted Hill?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's a gorgeous house.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right. Moving along to my last
I know what I was going to say, Mikey. What you may have been interested in, it's come and gone, but they might do it again. They had a Halloween party at the Scream House.
Oh, fuck me. Really?
At the the house at the end, you know, where they have the actual party.
Right.
Somebody, it was a couple of years ago, somebody rented that house and they threw a Halloween party there.
You know, where is that house located? Do you know off the top of your head?
It's Los Angeles somewhere.
Ah, shit. Yeah. One day I'm going to do that, man. One day I'm going to fucking do it. Because that house is pretty awesome. Damn it.
Yeah, you may have missed your chance. I don't know.
I'm sure. Hey, man, I'm still waiting to hit lottery. It's going to happen one day. And the world better watch out because I'm going to just do all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I'm going to, I don't know. I'm excited, though, about getting, I'm going to try and get a root canal at the Myers house.
Jesus. Go for a cleaning, man. You don't got to hurt yourself. Jesus. All right, so last thing I wanted to bring up. I'm really mad that I pissed Kat off in this new segment, and I'm going to make Rob kind of happy. Like, this bullshit.
Yeah, what is this?
I'm sorry.
The way it should be.
No.
Get used to the new normal, Cat.
No.
No.
I promise it won't happen again, Kat. Watch it happen again next week. John Carpenter says there has been talks to a sequel to The Fog.
Yeah, he. I saw that story actually. He mentioned that there have been talks about a sequel to The Fog, and apparently at one point there were talks about doing a sequel to The Thing also, but I think that went off the table when they did that remake thing.
Thank God.
Which is actually a prequel and not a remake, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, how awesome would that be? Especially if John Carpenter got behind the camera again.
I'd be down for it only because, to me, the original Fog was kind of like a regular take it or leave it movie to me, and I think what they could do now with a concept like that, it would be crazy. So if they did it right, I'd be down for that for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I like The Fog. They did a remake of it. It was awful. So, yeah, I'd be down to see a sequel to it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And The Fog doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll follow John Carpenter wherever he wants to go. The man's a genius.
Yeah, that's true. I'll never forget when we did that episode on The Fog. I can't remember the dude's handle. He actually said that he was afraid of fog after seeing that movie. I was like, bro, come on. Jesus Christ.
Fog is scary, man.
I don't think so. All right, so now that that's the end of that, we are doing something a little different this week, guys. We're going to rank the kills. Usually we'll talk about a movie and discuss it and all that. But this week we're going to rank the kills for 2006 Hatchet. And Rob and I actually had a little watch party with this earlier, which was actually a lot of fun. We had a nice little turnout for that, right, Rob?
Yeah, it was fun. We had Ghost there with us, and IR Chris joined in.
Your buddy Nesto?
Nesto was there, and then a bunch of other people with weird names that I didn't care for were there. The names, not the people. I don't know the people. They had weird names. So yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We should do more of that kind of thing.
If I have heads up, I might not even have to work.
Yeah, maybe
excellent.
Kat could stop by or something.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a bad turnout. Like, it was a last minute thing. Like, I was nowhere near as busy as I was going to be today, and work just pissed me off beyond to the nth degree today. And I said, you know what? The few things I did have to do, like, it put a very high level of fuck it in my system. And I was like, I'm not doing any of that shit. So yeah, I said, let's just fucking do it. And we had a pretty good turnout. It was a lot of fun. We found a nice little platform that we might be doing stuff with. That's what I fucking wanted to say earlier. Anyway, might be doing stuff with maybe in the future. Who knows? We'll see. And yeah, Kat, you did miss a good time because when the movie was over, I gave the few people that stood after the movie a little shot at Santa Jaws.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got a little highlight reel of Santa Jaws.
What?
I don't know if I call it a highlight or more of a blooper reel, but
I missed the highlight reel to my favorite movie, Santa Jaws.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly, it was a little rough because Ghost and IR Chris were not nice.
Oh, man.
I know, they're jerks.
That's why Mikey did this. It's because he knew that Santa Jaws didn't have enough defenders there if it was gone.
I got it in when I could. If Kat was there, it would have been, she was probably throwing a chair at somebody or something. So.
He's been holding on to this since Christmas.
Well, see, now you're mad that you missed it, but I'm going to make you glad that you did. Because after that, this thing gives you a little browser. And it's not a browser on your computer. It's like a browser on their website. And I figured, you know what? Rob's here. A couple of Chris is there. And, there was really nobody in there but the four of us when this, because it was after Santa Jaws and everything. So I'm like, you know what? This isn't my browser history. Let me have a little fun. And everybody knows how Rob likes, I don't even likes isn't the word, is obsessed with Tom Atkins. So I say, you know what? I'm going to put in Tom Atkins porn. Ha ha he he, right?
Oh, no.
I seen Tom Atkins' ass. Full one.
Yep, we got that sweet, sweet ass.
It was a sight to behold.
You missed it, Kat. You want me to send you a shot?
Okay.
That's okay.
She doesn't want to see old man ass.
The next one, maybe.
Well, don't worry, Kat. Now that I know there's actual results, I will never do that again.
Yeah, that was I was surprised, like, whoa, that's that is full on ass right there, isn't it?
I could have swore I heard a lotion bottle squirt. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, Rob's mic lit up when it happened. I'm not saying anything else. But yeah, we had a nice little watch party for this, and Rob, you know, I was sitting there thinking like it would be cool to rank kills for a movie, and I just had no idea what movie to pick. Like, there's so many to choose from, and a lot of them, like you look at Jason X, like there were some cool kills in there, but there's really only one or two that, you know, there's not really to rank in a lot of them. But dude, you picked a hell of a movie to rank kills for.
Yeah, this was one of the first movies that came to my mind when you said you wanted to rank kills. I thought, well, we got to pick something with a lot of crazy kills in it. And Hatchet was the first thing that came to mind, yeah.
It definitely lived up to that bill. Another sidebar before we really get going with it. My first interaction with IR Chris was through Hatchet.
Oh, so it's sort of a cursed movie for you.
No, it's not. Yeah, the first interaction Chris really had with the show was he asked us to talk about the Hatchet series. And that son of a bitch made me sit and watch 3 fucking movies over it. So
in a row?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of Hatchet. I mean, I like the movies and all, but that is a lot of Hatchet at one time.
The third one pissed me off so much. I said, I'm not watching this fourth one. Fuck it. And I didn't know Chris at the time. I'm like, this son of a bitch is getting what he gets at this point. I'm not watching.
The fourth one's actually not that bad. I mean, of course, I didn't watch it. I've never sat down and watched all of them back to back to back. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, how did your Saw marathon go, Kat?
It went really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
No.
I really thought me and Rob had opposing views, but man, him and Kat really on these movies, they're polar opposites.
And the thing about the Saw Marathon is because this is the first time I've been working like scheduled hours on Valentine's Day. And I called it, like I told everyone, you know, I'm not going to come in today because I have like an annual Saw Marathon that I do. And they're like, Kat, you don't need to lie to us. It's okay if you like want to take Valentine's Day off. And I was like, well, I do want to take Valentine's Day off because I every year since
like,
2005, I've watched all the Saw movies.
Like, they're like, it's Valentine's Day. You probably got a date lined up. It's cool. You go out on your date, have a good time.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, I don't understand what's difficult to understand about this Saw Marathon concept.
It is a little bizarre. I'm not going to lie. It kind of is.
Yeah. I mean, sounds terrible. I don't think Kat and I, Kat and I come together over the good movies like Santa Jaws.
Yeah, the ones that count.
Yeah.
I think that's where the list ends. Anything with a shark in it, you guys agree. Other than that.
Well, you put a shark in anything and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. How many movies did you guys rank? Movies. How many kills did you guys rank, by the way?
Hold on.
Yeah, 9. I think I'm missing something.
Oh, you got more than me because I only got 7.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I don't know which ones I missed.
Well, 2 of them probably. Yeah, I'm probably at about 7 because 2 of them really don't count.
Yeah, I have 10, but 3 of them don't count. And also, when we said ranking, I didn't know how we wanted to. I didn't know if we were just doing like 1 through 10. I didn't know if we were giving them like a 1 to 10 rating on their own and just kind of like seeing how they all added up. I have everything kind of in like a tier list right now.
Well, I did mine going like, 1 through 10 is how I did mine. Rob, you could be the tiebreaker here.
Yeah, I did mine 1 through 7. Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right.
So we'll just
I would like to go last.
Fair enough. We could just kind of free ball this one. All right, so I'll start. But before I start and give my list, I just want to add a little sidebar here. That bedroom kill in Scream 4 that we talked about is way better than any kill in this movie. I just want to throw that out there. Get that going.
Well, no.
No, the kill itself isn't. The setup is better than anything in this movie.
The aftermath is better too. I mean,
no, I don't know. It's 2 very different things because these kills are over the top, outrageous, and fun.
I don't know why we all have to hate each other so much. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't. Because you're the way you are.
Well, just figured I'd throw that out there. Anyway, so what did I have? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I had 9. The fuck? All right. All right. So I'm gonna just kick this off. My least favorite in all this, and it's not even really a kill, so it's kind of cheating. It just pissed me off so much. The Victor Crowley quote kill when he like ran into the bar thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad way for him to go out.
Right. And you know, obviously he didn't go out, but you know, for a minute he did, but
right, yeah.
Like he showed intelligence throughout the movie, like throwing the body parts at that dude, and like he showed intelligence in so many ways. It's like, really, he's not gonna just like sidestep that real quick or stop, you know?
Yeah.
And it all happened so slow where they were pushing it down. Like he watched them do it from miles away. Like,
yeah,
it was stupid.
I didn't even put that on my list. I didn't.
Yeah, I know. It just annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, you're right about that though. It was because that's sort of the, you know, I mean that's the end of the movie, or well, for the most part, the end of the movie.
Climax almost.
Or, yeah, it's the final kill of the killer, whatever.
Right.
And it's pretty lame.
Great. So Rob, what'd you say? You had 9?
I got 7.
Oh, so yeah, you had 7, right? All right. So what's your 7th then?
I had the director.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is number 7. That's the guy who got his head spun around.
Mm-hmm.
It's not terrible, but it's for this movie where there were so many outrageous kills, it just didn't quite live up to the rest of them.
Okay.
You know, like it was fine, but like I just feel like they did a lot of really crazy over the top stuff, and this one's just a guy getting his head turned around, and you know, I feel like I've seen that in a bunch of movies.
Okay. All right. I had that a little higher, so I'll, you know, explain why on when I get to it on mine. So, all right. I mean, that's fair. I can see it. Kat, what's your 10th?
All right. So next time we do a rankings list, we've got to conspire.
We really do.
Because I have 10 kills. I have the most amount of kills, and I did not count Victor's impaling. So
right.
So we're just like all over the place on this one.
What we should do here real quick also, can we try and even these up?
Yeah,
Kat, give a few in a row. Yeah.
So go up to your 6 because that'll be my next one. And then Mikey, when it's your turn, go up to your 6 because that'll be my next one. And then we'll all be at the same number.
Right.
At least.
And I do think, because I have a couple of like the found, because I was taking notes for this and I didn't know how we're doing this, so my notes were a little bit disorganized. I do have like bodies that were found. So I think once I get up to 7?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it 7 that we're doing?
You want to go up to 6 because I just did my 7.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, you'll want to do up to you'll want to do through your 7.
Okay.
And then this is Slasher Radio. This is how it works.
Top notch shit here, man. The kings and queens of free balling. That's it.
To be fair, I had a chart next to like each death. I have like 3 boxes where I was going to write down everyone's score from like 1 to 10, and then I was just going to tally them up. Oh. But that's not how we're doing it.
Yeah, no.
Kat is way better at this than we are. I'm just gonna say
you really thought this through. I have no chart. I can assure you of that.
Rob has his fucking Letterboxd app out. That's probably the extent of Rob.
I don't even have Letterboxd. I have the Notes app on my phone open.
Oh, that's even worse. All right, Kat. Let's see.
So coming in at my number 10 is Ben. You just kind of find him dead.
Okay.
In the boat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't include any of those.
Yeah. That's why I came up with 10, I think, because I had notes about them. Additionally, on a very similar vein, I have the I don't know everyone's name. I know Ben's name. So I have
I know none of
Harmony in parentheses from Buffy. Because that's the actress.
Which one was that one?
The blonde porn lady. Harmony from Buffy, you know.
The blonde with the boobs?
Yes, that's the one. So I have her at 9. And again, you just kind of like her body parts are just like thrown in at Ben. That was underwhelming. I do have directly after her is Robert Englund, which was really sad. Again, you just kind of, I really liked the setup of just kind of finding his body, but we don't get to see the kill. The body's just found.
Yeah.
Oh, and then 7, the friend dude is what I wrote down.
The friend dude.
The friend dude. Ben's best friend.
Okay.
Like the penultimate, he's one of the last people to get killed. And the special effects were amazing. Like, I really liked them, but just because it was so late in the movie, I felt like my expectations had gotten really high. They'd already shown me that they could do really good gore effects. And at that point, I was just kind of like, the bar was a little bit higher for that.
You're talking about the arm kill, right? Where he ripped his arms?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Not bad, not terrible. I didn't hate it. But
No, not at all. I have to kind of add something to my list too, kind of, sort of. I meant to put Robert Englund in there, and I didn't. And kind of like what Kat said, it was very lackluster. And I think you kind of just mentioned it because it's Robert Englund.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know it was very early in the movie, but they could have given him a little more, beef to that. It's Robert Englund.
I liked the surprise element because, you've got this movie, you've got Robert Englund in it, you think he's going to be a big player in it, where
Right.
it's like, he's going to be there, and then, you cut back and find him dead, and you're like, whoa, but
yeah, I'd be interested to know how much of that was like a budget thing. Like, they obviously didn't have a lot of money, so they got Robert Englund, they got Tony Todd for just these small roles.
Yeah.
Hey, we can get him for a day for this much money and he'll do it. So let's do something with him. But that's sort of my guess. I don't know that for a fact though.
A Kane Hodder favor call in, maybe.
Yeah. Could be. I don't know.
I don't know either. But all right, so that would technically be my 9th. So I gotta go through. Okay. Where the hell is it? Okay, the first kill of the movie. The very first one with Robert Englund's son, I guess, whatever. That was it was cool. It left some mystery to it because it happened fast. It looked good, and you didn't get a lot of answers, which is good. They didn't overexpose anything too fast as far as the killer because he's brand new, Victor Crowley. Yeah, I don't think there was really much to say for it. It was just it was a cool. Oh, somebody died. There's some blood early on, which I always like. So, yeah, that one was kind of just there. God damn it. What's everybody's name in this movie? I can't even find him quickly. The dude who was the tour guide, the shovel through the neck and all that.
Yeah.
That's my 7th out of 10. So me and Kat actually were right on par with that. That's weird. I don't know. It was kind of like what Kat said. They really showed you a lot right off the bat when the killings really started, and I feel like they could have paced themselves a little. I mean, because there were 2 really big kills. I feel like our top kills are going to probably be the same in one order or another, but there were very, very cool kills right off the bat when it all really started going down. And the shovel thing was, it was just there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that maybe they started off with a couple of really over-the-top kills to sort of set the tone for the movie.
Yeah.
And then they, out of necessity, kind of ramped it down a little bit, maybe.
And there were so many people to kill, too, is another thing,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had 7, Kat had 10, so
yeah.
Somewhere between 7 and 10 is the number of people they had to kill.
Right. And my 6th, I got to go down to 6, right? Because you're going to give your 6, right? Okay.
Yeah.
My 6th is the one that Kat mentioned. I think we had it in the same spot, Kat. When dude had his arms pulled off. It was cool looking. It wasn't anything over the top. It was very Friday the 13th-esque, I feel. That was like a kind of like a Jason kill. So it's like, it's not something we've seen before. I think it was a very mid-level kill, which is why we have it where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 6 was the tour guide.
Okay.
Which you just talked about. The shovel thing, I liked the idea of that kill, but it sort of has the same problem as I had with the head getting twisted, in that I have seen that before. And honestly, I think I've seen it done in a more gory fashion than what they did it here, which is surprising for a Hatchet movie because that's sort of their thing. So while I think it's a cool, it's always a cool kill, it's just, it doesn't live up to the other ones, in my opinion.
No. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Okay. Before we move too far past it, my number 6, the dude getting his arms pulled off.
Yeah.
The only reason that wasn't lower was because, or higher, crappier, I don't know, is because when he banged his body up against the wall, like afterwards, he picked him up and was slamming him again. That like the arm pulling was done so, I don't want to say mediocre, that's mean, but I think everybody knows what I mean. But that kind of is what put it over the top. I was like, okay, it's not an 8. I'll put it at a 6. So, not that mattered, but I just kind of wanted to get that out.
Yeah, fair
enough. Kat, what was your number 6?
My 6 was the porn director. The head twisting off. And it's one of those things. There were a lot of that one isn't technically a decapitation, but there were like a lot of head violence shots in this movie, and I think that was one of the weakest ones. Like, at least and it wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible, but it does come in a little bit lower for me.
Yeah, I agree. I like that character, though. That actor is good.
You would like that character.
Yeah, he was funny. And I like that actor. He always makes me laugh. So, when we were talking about that during the watch along, Mikey, they did a really good job casting this movie.
They did.
Yeah. A lot of really good actors. But yeah, I get that. Like I said, I had him at whatever number I had him at, 7, I think, because it was just kind of lackluster.
Well, it's kind of funny because you had him at 7, Kat had it at 6. My number 5, Headspin. I put it a little higher than you guys because I felt the same way. We've seen Jason do it in Freddy vs. Jason. I think Nesto brought that up during our watch along. Someone brought it up.
My sock buddy, Nesto.
He doesn't like when you call him that.
No, did you not see our conversation? He said it was okay. We would go sock buddy because I alternately pitched sock lover.
Oh, Lord.
And so he said sock buddy was okay.
Rob, what are you doing?
Way to negotiate, though.
Yeah.
He haggled him into something. All right, yeah, that's fair.
Sweet Jesus.
Anyway, I mean, I put it there. The blood splatter was a nice touch to it. Usually when we see that kill in movies, it's just a quick, like Freddy vs. Jason, it was fast. It happened, it was done. And it also had not only the head spin, but like that ripped it off.
Yeah.
Towards the end of that, which I thought was kind of cool. So, the blood splatter and the aggression at the end, I think was a nice little touch, and I bumped it up a little bit based on that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
My number 5, and this is where I might need your help a little bit, and this shows really the range of the hosts on Slasher Radio.
Oh boy.
On one hand, we've got Kat with charts and graphs and things. And on the other end, you've got me with a list that just says number 5, guy ripped apart. And I don't remember.
Oh, see, I figured that would have been the friend dude, as he's so delicately described. The arm kill, right?
Maybe, but I think when I wrote that, it was the Robert Englund's son guy. Did he get ripped apart?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was also torn in half, is how I have that described.
I think that's the one that I meant by that.
Okay.
Because I have a note on the friend guy coming up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that's the one I meant by that. But he was basically just torn apart, right? Like he was, which is cool. Not something you see a whole lot of. And effective. I think it would have been more effective if I had any sort of anything with that character. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but it was visually, it was cool. And I probably laughed at it because I laughed at a lot of these kills.
I like that one because we didn't see much of Kane Hodder during it. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Kane Hodder, the greatest actor of his generation.
Maybe we'll see his ass with Tom Hanks soon. I don't want to see that. That's a hiney I don't want to see. Anyways, Jesus Christ. Kat, what's your number 5?
So mine is the tour guide, the shovel decapitation.
Okay.
Again, there were a lot of head removals to choose from, and I liked the build up to it. I liked it's one of the rare situations where seeing something coming, I think, made it a little bit more effective, because you're like, oh, he's going to get decapitated with a shovel. And then sure enough, that's exactly what you get. Like dead center of my list. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like our lists are, which is, I think, a good thing. I think it goes to show that we have a pretty firm grasp on the quality of these, because we're in the same neighborhood with this stuff. Yeah. I mean, it was executed as well. Like, how do you make that special? Like the head comes off, it's done, it's over with. It's going to be quick, clean, and done.
Having just watched the My Bloody Valentine remake for This Horror Life, I can tell you that there is a shovel kill in that one that is done exceptionally well.
It's better.
Yeah, it's much better. Now,
but I wasn't expecting that from Hatchet.
Yeah, it has an advantage over the one in Hatchet in that the person is standing up, which makes for a really cool after effect. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's done better there. But I do, again, I don't dislike the one in Hatchet. It's just something I've seen before and I've seen it done better.
Yeah, but My Bloody Valentine remake would have been a nice one for, we could probably rate those kills one day too. That was not bad.
Yeah, there's some good kills in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there really was. Like that pickaxe one at the beginning. Whew.
Yeah.
Lord. Damn! All right, so we're right about at halftime here. So we were at number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I cheated a little bit here. I found an issue with my list, but I'm gonna fucking roll with it anyway. So this is kind of a my 3 and 4 are kind of a two-parter for the most part. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it because I feel like this is cool enough to talk about, so we might as well break it up into 2. 4 is the belt sander. And I know that wasn't the kill, but man, that shit was fucking awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, because it was just, they did blood really good in this thing. And even though they used a lot, and I'm sure it was more than normal and all that stuff in reality, but it wasn't to the point where it was like, oh my God, that's a ridiculous amount of blood. So they got the perfect level for the movie that they were making. And God, man, that looked real.
Yeah, that was a really cool scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
He put her face in that thing, and good Lord.
Yeah.
Whew, I don't know where he got it from. He just came out of nowhere with a fucking belt sander.
Yeah, he plugged it into a tree or something.
Yeah, I don't know quite how that worked, but
there's a lot of extension cords.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's my number 4.
No, yeah, that was a good one. It wasn't the kill though.
No.
As you said. Okay, so I think this one is the one that is the friend, as you guys kept calling him.
Mm-hmm.
I just wrote the black guy.
Way to be political,
dude,
Rob.
yeah.
Good job.
Was that the one that was the friend that you guys were dancing around about?
Yeah.
Yeah. He hid in the tree. That was funny. Oh my God.
Yeah,
that character was hilarious throughout the movie.
I will say his reactions were the best part of the movie, hands down.
Did you guys know he was the kid in the Cosby Show? Bud?
No, that was Bud.
That's Bud.
Really?
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't either watching it. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. But yeah, his kill was it was good. It wasn't the best. You guys obviously didn't like it as much as I did, but that's okay, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're all still friends, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So far.
Yeah. He was his arms were torn off. And then it is, for some reason I liked that one. It also kind of made me laugh. So Any kill that really makes me laugh, I can get down with.
See, Rob, now this is good that this is the first one we really have a distance on, the three of us. What made you put it higher than lower?
I honestly, I don't know. I think it was more, that felt more like a Victor Crowley kill to me than the other ones that were below it. Like the neck thing I've seen in other movies, the shovel thing I've seen in other movies. But, just a dude getting his arms ripped off, I haven't really seen that in many other movies.
Fair. All right, Kat, what's your number 4?
Number 4 for me was Ansley, Robert Englund's son, the torn in half guy.
Damn.
What I really liked about this one, this felt like a good combination of setup and gore effects, both of which I think they did very well consistently throughout the movies. It's the first on-screen kill we see, and I think it sets the tone really well. I like that you think, because Robert Englund, the assumption is kind of just that he gets fucked up by that crocodile that he's chasing.
Right.
You find him in pieces, you don't really know what's going on. And then you see the son ready to kill this thing that killed his dad. And then there's that look of surprise when he realizes that it's not, in fact, a crocodile, and he's stumbling back, and there was that element of surprise. There was still some suspense there. You still don't really see Victor all that well. And then the effects for when he's actually torn in half were just so well done.
Yeah, I had it pretty low.
I liked it.
Yeah, look, this movie had quality kills.
It did.
It really did. So it's almost semantical when you start really ranking them, but that's the fun of it and why we're doing it. But yeah, it's hard to pay. There's really no right or wrong order for the most part with these, because they did it well. I could see a million ways that you could fuck that up, that kill, and they didn't in any way. They did everything very well. So no,
yeah.
No, I think every kill in this movie is quality.
Yeah. See, the reason I would have had that one as high as Cat has it is because you don't really see Kane Hodder in it. So
Stop it. Come on.
I because it sets the bar, which, there were a lot of, and maybe even with Friend Dude's death, with the arm kill, I think the effects may have been done better. I think if we're just looking at kills, it may have been better, but this one really set the bar, and it was this is what everything was competing against. It got my expectation maybe a little higher than it should have been toward the end with some of the lackluster ones, but
yeah,
I can see all that. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, my number 3, not suspenseful. The shovel impalement, the second half of that belt sander thing. Again, to defend myself, if he would have left her that way with the belt sander, she would have eventually died. So technically, this is the exclamation point, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But man,
I don't know. Can you live without a face?
With that much blood, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
That had to have gone and hit a brain somewhere.
Something, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Plus, you're out there in the Louisiana swamp. You're going to get an infection.
Oh, you're going to die. Yeah. But that shovel impalement, good Lord. We've seen impalement kills a million times, but obviously we're getting down to the nitty gritty of this. So our 1 and 2, I would imagine, are all going to be the same in one order or another. But I'm going to be using this word a lot in the next few kills: aggression. His aggression was just, there was something about the way he did it. It was just crazy. And I guess I'll just say it now. I will, for the life of me, not understand why Kane Hodder will not let go of the fucking Jason Voorhees thing. Dude, be Victor Crowley, man. Because he was able to do so much more. So many different facets. He was able to really act in this way. And not to say what he did with Jason wasn't. We've had Damien Maffei on and a bunch of other people who've played characters in masks, and I've praised them for it because it's not easy to do. But at the same time, I would think as an actor to be able to show that range, and to where you can really let it go, you can as Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think him being able to show actual aggression, I've been shitting on him since we started Slasher Radio years ago. I've been shitting on Kane Hodder, but man, he did great. He is Victor Crowley. You know, there's an argument of whether or not he's Jason. A lot of people don't agree with that, but there is. He's Victor Crowley, and he nailed this character and this role, and the aggression was part of it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. As a matter of fact, my number 3 kill is the girl impaled on the shovel.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep talking about it.
So, and yeah, like you said, we've seen impalement deaths over and over again in movies, but there is something overly aggressive about this. The way he pushes her down on the shovel and just keeps pushing her down. Yeah, it's pretty intense and pretty cool.
Kat, why'd you put it there?
I put it there. Part of it was because I did include in my rankings the belt sander as part of the death.
Right.
So there was a torture element that none of the other kills really had. That definitely, I put it above, because usually impalement deaths are really quick, you know?
Right.
Or like one and done. And this was somehow both one of the most, it was like one of the cringiest deaths and also very quick because of that belt sander element. But the visual was good, and I liked that it added a little bit of variety. Like, even though we see a lot of impalement deaths, this really stood out from some of the other deaths in the movie without losing that aggressive element.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right.
That was awesome.
Well, there's only 2 left, so
Yeah.
we're all pretty much in agreement. The order might be different here, but
I don't think so. I'm going to be willing to bet that we're right on par.
One thing before we move on, I want to point out, she was written in my notes as NYU lady.
she went
in
to
quotation marks. Yeah, it's NYU, air quotes, lady. So
it haunted her so bad, man. That shit was funny. And I'll have you guys know, before you throw any slander at Hofstra, that's about 30 minutes from my house, okay? And them talking shit and belittling Hofstra mixed with it being like, I think, number 1 on the college STD list throughout the country as at one point or another years ago. Leave Hofstra alone, damn it. It's a fine university. I didn't go there, but, you know, whatever. All right, so let's get this out of the way, because I'm sure 1 and 2 are going to be the same around the horn. My number 2 is good old Jimbo. Man, again, aggression. That's that kill right there. I think, because that was the first kill, like, other than that was the second kill in the movie, right? Well, Robert Englund, but
second on-screen kill.
Right. And the first one was Robert Englund's son, and then this one. So you didn't really get to see anything in as far as Victor Crowley as a being doing it. This was, I think, I don't know, obviously the order they filmed this in, but this was like them saying, okay, now you get to just kill however. It was almost like he released all that pent up aggression from playing Jason Voorhees all those years. And he's like now able to go fucking ape shit. And man, I'll be honest, this was close to being my number 1 because of pure aggression. Like, I would like to know how they filmed that, because he was wailing that fucking, obviously it's not a real axe, but you know what I mean? That was great.
Yeah, that is the same one that I had at number 2. Again, just that rage and aggression and just hacking away, just over and over again. It was pretty incredible. And like you said, you finally get to see Victor Crowley on screen. That's a hell of a way to introduce him.
Hell yeah.
We are on the same page. My number 2 slot was annoying guide guy.
Oh, poor guy. Hey, man. The first one, when that dude asked for help to get that boat unstuck, the first one to get his ass off that seat was fucking Jim. All right.
Yep, he was ready to go.
Yeah, he was.
This was also very close to being my number 1 slot. The thing that really made me pause about putting it at number 2 was because there's that one shot of the hatchet, and I know it's a little bit hokey, but it was very satisfying to see that. It was a very beautiful shot. You got the weapon in there. It was just nice. It was it really symbolizes like the full movie. If you're going to choose one death from the movie, you know, this one kind of lays it all out there. Like, this is what it's going to be like from here on out. And I really, really appreciated that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good cinematography. Great kill.
Yep. It was pretty incredible to see.
Hell yeah, it was, man. I truly feel like I would have liked to be there after Kane filmed that. Because, like, I bet he took that fucking, well, it's a prosthetic, whatever. You know, I bet when he was done and they said cut, like, he just had, like, the greatest, I just shaved my nuts with the lawnmower 3.0 feeling ever. Because I don't know, I get that feeling that he was able to unload. And he's like, yes, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, as much shit as I talk about Kane Hodder, man, he did phenomenal as Victor. He's an amazing Victor Crowley.
Yeah, you should be nicer.
I wouldn't go that far. But, all right, so obviously everybody's number one is poor Shannon. Poor Shannon. Holy shit, that looked like something out of Alien, didn't it?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Lord.
Yeah, that was my number one too, obviously. I'm not sure that I've seen that before. I will say I don't think the effects looked super great on it.
Oh.
It looked okay, but not great, but I didn't even care. I was on board for it.
I thought the effects looked awesome. I mean, we've seen jaw rip kills before, but not like that. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was something special.
Yeah, poor annoying guy's wife.
Yeah. And it happened like right after too. I mean, there was a little time between him getting hacked up and her getting ripped apart like that. It was, and that's why I think maybe I feel like some of the other kills felt a little, lackluster after that.
That one was hard to follow.
Yeah, you get those two big ones, those two great ones right in a row, and then everything else after that felt kind of like okay.
Yeah, that was our, like, it's crazy too, because like when we look back, I'm not sitting here in any way insinuating that Victor Crowley is near the level of a Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers or anything like that, but I think since Ghostface, he is by far the closest new franchise killer we've gotten, and that was our introduction to him, and that was probably the best introduction to a killer ever.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, boom, here he is, screaming, yelling, grunting, fucking looking like an Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, and then he just goes ape shit. It is like, holy shit. I will say, I know we're not really discussing the movie, but it's like, after all that, like, that everybody hauls ass and that girl's just standing there with a pistol. It's like, dude, what the fuck would you, like, why would she not run? Like, and then homeboy's up in the tree, and what did Ben say? There's nothing to worry about. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? What do you mean?
No, I told you when we were watching it, that'd have been me. I'd have been up in that tree. I ain't coming down.
Hell no, I'd still be in that tree.
No, I ain't getting out of this tree.
But yeah,
his death might have been a little bit more inventive if if they'd had to kill him from the tree.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. He just stood in the tree the whole fucking movie. No, they could have had him go back up in another tree.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been a bad idea. Like, he just starts climbing trees. That kind of would have been funny. Like, they just, like, random spots in the movie, if some shit happens, he's missing, he's just up in a tree.
Yeah, they do that, and then when he gets killed, Victor Crowley, like, rips him in half and throws his torso up into a tree.
Ah, yeah, that would be poetic. But yeah, I mean, we said it already. This movie, Rob, great pick on the movie for this, man, because I was stuck. There was a couple Halloween movies I thought about, but then it's like, even Jason 2, it's like, okay, yeah, there's 2, but it's, there's not too many. What are you going to rank? Like, Michael Myers isn't the most creative killer in the world.
Yeah, and with Friday the 13th, that's a franchise that's sort of known for creative kills, but they usually have 1 or 2.
They spread them out.
In a movie, yeah, and then a lot of just sort of, machetes to the head or whatever.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, with Hatchet, it was probably the first movie that came to mind when I started thinking about it, just because the over the top nature of the kills and the inventiveness of the way they do things.
Yeah. Well, Rob, you would be happy to know, just as a little sidebar here, your co-host, Ghost at Ghosty J on Twitter. I think, isn't that her handle with a 0?
Yeah.
Still got that damn 0?
Yeah, she still got a 0.
All right. It's not quite algebra, but it's, it's long division
There
at
you
this
go.
point. Yeah. She said you better rate the ripping the head in half by the, ripping the head in half by the jaw as the best kill in that movie because it was.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, she gets them right sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the first time since I've known her, but okay.
Yeah, I don't want to step into the middle of that. Back right up. No, I just want to point out that if you guys are impressed by the ripping a head in half thing, a couple years before Hatchet came out, there was a thing called the reverse bear trap from the movie that I pitched.
Oh, Lord.
I mean,
Saw.
there was, but I think one of the things that makes this one so cool is that a dude does it with his bare hand.
Yeah, I do like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I will say the special effects might be better. I love the Saw franchise to pieces, but when they do actually show someone getting stuck in the reverse bear trap, it was in Saw 7, and the effects were not good at that point. Like, this was more impressive all the way around.
I give them a little break because it's like some of the shit, especially Saw, how would it look? We really don't know, what would it look like if somebody actually did that? There's really nothing to go off of. But, somebody in our watch along, I can't remember who the hell it was. They mentioned the reverse bear trap, and I didn't pick up on that. I kind of looked at it, it's like, what the hell are they talking about?
Saw.
Well, I knew it was a Saw, right? But I think I read it late, and I didn't quite correlate it. So, I didn't, that's true. Yeah. Well, shit. Then she got her Saw reference in, Rob. She got it.
Yeah, of course she did.
It's a good day for Kat.
Why wouldn't she?
Do you guys have anything else to say about this?
No, I don't think so. I mean, just talking about the movie overall real quick, the effects were done by John Carl Buechler, who was known for effects. He did a lot of great movies. He also directed Friday the 13th, Part 7.
Shit.
The New Blood, and he passed away just a couple of years ago. But he was a special effects master, and he did a great job on this movie. I mean, I mentioned the effects didn't look great. I didn't think that they looked completely great in that kill, but they were still good enough, and everything else looked fantastic.
Wow, Part 7. That was right before the best movie in the franchise.
Oh, stop it. It was right after the best movie in the franchise.
Yeah. Tomato. I really don't have all too much to say about this, guys. Oh, one thing I did want to mention before we get up out of here. My phone is on 2%. I better hurry. We did mention that, we're going to start getting out of here, guys, but we did mention last week, the week before, whenever it was, that we would like you guys to start giving us some reviews on iTunes. If you listen to us on iTunes, we did get a nice review from XX Demon Babe XX. An interesting name. And I just wanted to shout her out. She said that we do a great job on the show. All this stuff. That was very nice. So she said a lot of nice things about us on there. It was just nice of her to take that. I mean, how long could it have taken her to do it? 20 seconds out of her day to, help us out. And I hope that the rest of you guys will do so, because it may sound dumb. It may sound cliche. Give us a rating, all that shit. But it truly does help us. It helps us get our show out there to more people, which is obviously our goal. And, if you enjoy the show, spread it.
Yes, please.
Sons of bitches, man. Can't get people to do nothing.
No. Well, and I got my Slasher Radio t-shirt.
Yeah.
Showed up today, and yesterday, actually, but I wore it proudly today.
Yeah, you were looking sexy in that thing, Rob.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can see it on, if you look at Twitter, I posted a picture. Now, when you look at that picture, you got to realize you're probably not going to look as good in it as I do. That's normal, though. But you'll still look damn good in it.
Rob was looking sexy, I'm not going to lie. He's like a young Tom Atkins in his prime.
That's right.
That's right.
Don't encourage this.
Yeah, what am I going to do, Kat? Jeez, not for nothing. Anyway. Yeah, so guys, go be sure to review us on iTunes or wherever you're listening, Spotify, whatever. And make sure you follow us on Twitter. Yeah, we just had a watch along today, and it's something we're probably going to start doing a little more of. So you don't want to miss those. Those are a lot of fun. I mean, it's just a bunch of horror fans. Like, the best thing about horror movies is sitting and watching them with people.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're don't have anyone around at that moment to watch something with, shit, man, come and kick it with us. We've been using, I think it's invited.tv. Yeah, invited.tv. They have a little voice chat function, so we were all sitting there like talking to each other through, while watching the movie, and it was a lot of fun. They have a little, if you one of the shy ones, they have a little chat box you can put in there and say whatever you want. We're gonna be doing more of that. We're always posting stuff interactive, polls, and oh god, don't vote on the polls anymore. But we have a lot of fun stuff. We try and interact with you guys as much as we can on Twitter, so be sure to follow us at Slasher Radio. Follow me at Mikey's Dead. And Robert, where are they finding you?
You can find me at Radio Rob123. You can also listen to my other show, Life, wherever you are listening to Slasher Radio.
That's right. And Rob, you got about a week. Showtime, boy. I got my fucking box of
We didn't cancel that yet?
Nope. Sure didn't. I'm gonna be there. I'll talk about it.
All right, we're gonna have to talk to Ghost.
Yeah, well, you do that. Cat, where are they finding you?
On Twitter at cat_Voleur, VOLEUR.
That is right. And guys, come back and check us out next week. Good night from Slasher Radio.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.
Guys, I'm like genuinely in a bad mood, pissed off right now.
All right.
My for Valentine's Day, I got one of those the big pack of the Reese's Hearts. Comes like 9 in them. So I got one of those. I got my daughter one of those, right? Happy Valentine's Day. Dude, she blew through hers and ate all of mine.
Well, of course you did.
There's legit not one left.
Yeah.
All gone. I went in there and I only had 2. I had 2 of them. And I went in there, I said, I'm getting a little hungry. It's getting late, a quick little snack. I'm like, oh, I got all those Reese's. Nothing, dude.
Nothing. Yep. That's what happens, man.
And I went in her room too. I'm like, Madison, did you really eat? I looked through the whole fridge. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. She went through almost 20 fucking Reese's. There's just no way. In 6 days. Not even. Technically 5. Did you eat all my Reese's? And she's laying in her bed. She said, no. And then with that fucking smirk. I literally looked her dead in the eye and said, bruh. Turned around, slammed the door, and walked away.
No Reese's for Mikey.
God damn it.
Happy Valentine's Day, Pop.
Right? You can't have nothing, man. Can't have shit.
Nope, not a damn thing, man. Fuck. I know. I went to get some chips last night. Gone. Didn't get none of them. Well, I got a few of them. I did get some of them, but not very many. And
it's like, I've made a big deal over Reese's in this house before. Like, I'm talking days worth. Like, I made her go and buy me Reese's once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because she did it with me before. And the first thing I said, I was like, because I seen her sitting on her bed, going to town on hers. And I said to her, I'm like, you better slow down. When you go through those, don't touch mine. God. Motherfucker.
She knew you were joking.
Fuck, man.
Well, that's funny.
Like, I'm legit mad right now. Fuck. It's not even like there was a couple. There was 9. Well, 7.
The only thing that's gonna make me mad is if we have to talk about Diablo.
Diablo.
How do you have an opinion on Diablo?
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
I was gonna say, since when? God damn.
Hey, I was wondering, if you had to pick, what would be the top 3 horror topics you're looking forward to the most in the upcoming year or so?
Not hearing anything.
Whether it be
You hear
games,
anything?
movies, or TV
No.
shows.
Fuck me.
I was just wondering.
Kat, were you able to hear that?
No.
Son of a bitch bastard. And you know, I was so proud of myself too. That I had everything fucking ready early, ready to go.
I was like, what is he doing? Is he gonna have plenty of build up and everything?
I know. I'm ashamed of myself. What are you gonna do? Did I not share my? That's the one thing I forgot to. Mother. I was so proud too. You guys don't understand. Here we go. All right, take 2.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.